Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived. Rampage Jackson has finally been arrested. He is in cuffs and in custody. All right. This video is by ITP. Is it ITP? ITP MMA Live. It's your boy Dway's on Blaze. Like, comment, and subscribe to both of us. Show some love. Let's go.
All right, so it's finally happened. At this very moment, Rampage Jackson is behind bars as TMZ Sports is reporting that on early Thursday morning, Los Angeles police took him into custody on felony charges, and he's currently being held on $50,000 bail. Oh, are you really going to believe TMZ as a news source? Yes, I am, seeing as they're the same guys that broke the news of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Kobe Bryant's deaths. Of course, they're known for being a tabloid news publication, but they're actually pros at breaking news in the world of entertainment. The only thing that I'm annoyed about with them when it comes to this story is that they claim that they obtained court records confirming Raj has been arrested, but they didn't post any pictures of the documents. But I'm an internet sleuth, so I found it myself. I checked the LA Sheriff's Department inmate search, and lo and behold, Rampage Jackson, born in 2000, was arrested at 9 a.m. on Thursday and is still currently in police custody. And on that note, what the fuck took so long? I understand that prosecutors want to build an airtight case and all, but the entire live stream is free to watch on YouTube. The entire second half of the live stream is Raja audibly telling his chat that he's going to beat the shit out of Syko Stu, only to then proceed to beat the shit out of Syko Stu. It does not get any more premeditated than that. Regardless.
But why didn't Raja's cameraman stop him, bruv? Why did the cameraman allow this, bro? Nah, he also should have said something, bro. He's just filming it happen.
I am just going to be satisfied that justice is finally going to be served to this dude that should have been arrested the day after the incident took place. I really want to know what specific charges they hit Raja with. I mean, according to the inmate search, they charged him with exactly one felony, so I would assume it's like attempted murder, or at the very least...
I feel like it's aggregated assault. Is it aggregated? Aggregated.
First-degree battery. The fact that this guy has been allowed to remain free for close to a month after trying to kill a guy on live stream is insane. Anybody that has the capacity to try to kill another person over getting hit with a prop can should not be walking
aggravated assault. I don't know why I couldn't think of what it was.
In regular society. Moreover, a guy that can accept 3 separate apologies from another man and then still try to kill him just because he got rage baited by his chat needs to be in prison until he gets a better grasp on reality. But you know what? Even as I say all this, Raj is going to be let out on bail within the next day or two for sure. Rampage absolutely has $50,000 lying around, not to mention he even admitted on livestream prior to the incident taking place that he already set bail money aside for Raja because he knew he would get in trouble with the law.
Roger.
Yo, that hat on his head just, it makes him look so wild.
And his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew they was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the 2 Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother, so don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out.
This shit is crazy.
I think he was joking at the time, but you know, sometimes you speak these things into existence.
Crazy. Raja is a rich kid that was probably given everything that he wanted in order to succeed, and he threw it all away over some internet clout. He's not a good MMA fighter, but people knew about him because he's Rampage's son. He's definitely not a good streamer, but because he streamed with his dad, he was able to build a bigger live stream following than like 95% of streamers who've been grinding for years. This dude was born with a golden ticket, and he even chose a career path where he didn't even need any talent in order to succeed, and he still found a way to fuck it up. I really wonder how much jail time Raj is going to get hit with, because let's assume that he's been hit with either felony battery or attempted murder. It seems like in California, a felony battery conviction would be about 4 years in prison. That being said, California separates attempted murder into first degree and second degree, and let's just say if Raj has been hit with first degree murder, then we might not be seeing him for a very long time, if ever again, because first degree murder can carry a sentence of life in prison, whereas second degree is usually anywhere from 5 to 9 years. And if you're asking me for my completely meaningless legal opinion, I feel like 9 years does sound fair to me. You might disagree with me, but a life sentence seems a bit long, but that's just my opinion. I feel like 9 years is not too short, but it's not too long. I feel
Life sentence, bruv. Nah, you have to hit him with the life sentence. I'm sorry, bro. That one was too wild, bro. You tried to kill a man live on TV, bruv. Now you gotta go away, bro. You gotta go away, dude. And it was like, it was premeditated too, bro. You said you were gonna do this, and you did it. Now that's some animal behavior, bro. I'm sorry. You got to throw the book at Raja.
It's fair. Of course, I think what Raja did was utterly heinous, and I would be disgusted if he was given a slap on the wrist over this, but I also feel like a substantial sentence needs to be given to deter other degenerate IRL streamers from doing stuff like this to gain internet fame. Streamers these days are out of control, and although Raja isn't the first to get arrested for doing stupid ass shit on his live stream, I think that given how widespread this story became, they need to make an example out of him. Does it suck that it has to happen to Rampage Jackson's kid? Not really. honestly, something like this was bound to happen eventually, and even though it's crazy that the son of an MMA legend did this, ultimately, he's just a dude that doesn't have the emotional control needed to function in normal society. It sucks for him that he let his chat influence his actions like this, but at the end of the day, the guy's a fully grown adult. He's old enough to vote, he's old enough to drink, and he's old enough to make all of his decisions in life. Thus, he's old.
But where does one learn emotional maturity? Where does one learn to be emotionally mature? From their parents? From school? From their friends? Where did they learn that as a child? I'm just asking. Let me know down below.
Enough to be held accountable for his actions, and I absolutely do not feel any sympathy for him. Honestly, I don't even feel bad for Rampage either. Ever since the Syko Stew incident happened, he's basically turned his back on Raja and focused on his live stream instead.
We haven't heard or seen Raja since the incident. How is he doing?
I don't know. I don't talk to Roger no more. So I don't know.
Since then?
Turning your back on your son and not talking to him is crazy, but what's even crazier is doing live streams with kids like Neon while your son's freedom hangs in the balance.
Neon is his new son, bruv. He's adopted Neon as his own.
Instead of being at home and holding it down with your family, this guy's been doubling down on streaming and making content. Gotta milk the controversy somehow, I guess. And I don't doubt that Rampage is going to get Raja the best lawyers that money can buy, but this whole situation has really shown what sort of person Rampage is. He's a man-child that ended up raising another man-child with anger issues. Anyways, that's the video for today. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Raja finally being arrested.
Thank you for pointing that out. A man-child who raised another man-child. That's exactly the question I asked earlier. That was the answer to it, bruv. You need to learn these things from your parents, bruv. How to be emotionally mature, how to handle situations the right way in order for you to function as a normal human and a normal adult. You know? I know people think you just learn it out the blue. You don't, bro. My parents taught me, my mother taught me about how to control your emotions, how to, you know, not take everything to heart. Like, I don't think Raja has had somebody there to teach him how to actually be a man, bruv. His dad is just, like, he just jokes with him, clowns with him. Not saying his dad has not been there for him. But I just feel like I don't think his dad has provided that emotional stability. All right. And people are going to say, oh, why are you blaming Rampage? I get it. He's his own man. Raja's his own man. He made his own decisions. He has to pay for those actions. And yes, I think he should be in jail. And if he gets life in jail, I wouldn't even feel bad, bro. I wouldn't feel bad for him because I would have never made a decision like that. That was stupid. That was dumb, dude. That was dumb. On the platform you did it, on cameras, on like the whole thing was dumb. You were triggered by some kids to crash out on a live stream. Like, you need to sit down and learn that, bro, that is not the way. And yeah, like I said, bro, at the end of the day, I'm glad he's been arrested. Not that I want to see the downfall of another man, but you can't do that to people. You can't do that to people, especially the way it happened. I want to give Raja some bail and say, okay, cool, they hit a can on your head, but you squashed the beef at the end of the day. You squashed the beef before you assaulted the man. The man, you made him, you set him up, basically. You set him up, you backdoored him. You made him believe that, oh no, it was good, it was a misunderstanding, and then you do that to him. Nah, bro. That is, to me, that's the same as somebody, that's like the same as a woman, right, that you're messing with, and then she gets some guys to backdoor you, but then at the end of that, she fails, but then she still wants to be with you. You know what I'm saying? She still wants to just like, oh no, you know, nah. You haven't learned your lesson. You know, Raja needs to learn his lesson. Yeah, but that's all from me. Your boy Dways on Blaze. I'll catch you in the next one. If you're crying out there, I want to say, save your tears. Don't waste them on me, please. Save your tears. And you know who I'm talking to.